Cling to the prophetic word. It contains powerful warnings against apostasy written perhaps from Babylon about 64 CE. Christians must exert themselves and trust in the prophetic word. God has freely given all things that concern life and godly devotion. In response, Christians must exert themselves to develop faith, virtue, knowledge, self-control, endurance, godly devotion, brotherly affection, and love. Qualities that will make them active and fruitful. 1-15 Christians must pay attention to the divinely inspired prophetic word. When Peter saw Jesus transfigured and heard God speak in the mountain, the prophetic word was made more sure. 16-21 Guard against false teachers and other corrupt persons. Jehovah's Day is coming. False teachers will infiltrate the congregation, bringing in destructive sects too. 1-3 Jehovah is sure to judge these apostates, just as he judged the disobedient angels, the ungodly world in Noah's day, and the cities Otextoi acute Miritra Longo. Pethahir 624 Pethahir Peth Hiaja has opened the womb. 1. The paternal house selected for the 19th of the 24 rotating priestly divisions that David organized. 1 Ch 24. 5-7, 16. 2. One of the Levites whom Ezra encouraged to dismiss their foreign wives. Ez 10. 23, 44 possibly the same as no. 3. 3. One of the Levites who joined in proposing the trustworthy arrangement to the returned exiles in which they reviewed the history of God's dealings with their nation, confessed their sin, and agreed to renew true worship. Ne 9. 5-38 possibly the same as no. 2. 4. A post-exilic go-between for the restored exiles and the Persian king, son of Meshezabel and descendant of Zerah in the tribe of Judah. Ne 11. 24. Pethapeethor. The home of Balaam, the prophet who attempted to curse Israel. Petha was situated by the river, apparently the Euphrates, in Aram Naharaim Masoretic text or Mesopotamia LXX. New 22. 5. 23. 7. De 23. 4. FTN It is generally identified with the Pitru of Assyrian inscriptions. Pitru lay on the Seju River, a western tributary of the Euphrates to the east of Karchemish. However, only if the region designated Aram Naharaim or Mesopotamia extended W of the Euphrates in this area would such location on the Seju fit the biblical description. Pethuel P. Middle.Thuel. Father of the prophet Joel. Jo 1. 1. Pulet P. Middle.Ul from a root meaning wages. The eighth of Obed-Edom's sons, listed as a gatekeeper. 1 Ch 26. 1, 4, 5, 15. Phanuel Phanu Middle.El from Heb. Penuel, meaning face of God. A descendant of Asher, whose daughter Anna was a prophetess at the temple in Jerusalem when Joseph and Mary brought Jesus there. Lu 2. 36. Pharaoh. A title given to the kings of Egypt. It is derived from an Egyptian word for great house. In the earliest documents of Egypt, the word apparently designated the royal palace and in course of time came to apply to the head of government, the king. Scholars hold that this latter application came about the middle of the 2nd millennium BCE. If so, this would mean that Moses used the term as applied in his day 1593 to 1473 BCE when recording the account of Abraham's visit to Egypt. GE 12. 14-20 On the other hand, it is entirely possible that the title was so applied in Abraham's day 2018 to 1843 BCE, if not in official documents, then at least in common usage. The first document in which the title is connected with the king's personal name comes from the reign of Shishak, who ruled contemporaneously with Solomon and Rehoboam. In the Bible the title is similarly linked with the name in the cases of Pharaoh Necho 23. 29 and Pharaoh Hophraja 44. 30, of the late 7th and early 6th centuries BCE. By this time Egyptian documents were also inserting the title in the cartouches especially reserved for writing the royal name. The pharaohs named in the Bible are Shishak, So, Tirhakah, Necho, and Hophra, each of these being considered under separate articles in this work. There is some question as to whether Zerah the Ethiopian was a ruler of Egypt or not. Other pharaohs are left anonymous. because of the confused state of Egyptian chronology. See chronology. Egyptian chronology. Egypt, Egyptian history. It is not possible to connect these pharaohs to those of secular history with certainty. These anonymous pharaohs include the one who tried to take Abraham's wife Sarah GE 12. 15-20. The pharaoh who promoted Joseph's rise to authority GE 41. 39-46. The pharaoh or pharaohs of the period of oppression of the Israelites prior to Moses' return from Midian. Acts chapters 1, 2. The pharaoh ruling during the 10 plagues and at the time of the Exodus. Acts 5-14. The father of Bithiah, wife of Mid of the tribe of Judah. 1 ch 4. 18. The pharaoh who gave asylum to Hadad of Edom in David's time. 1 K 11. 18-22. The father of Solomon's Egyptian wife. 1 K 3. 1. And the Otextoi acute Miritra Longo. Pharaoh's 625 power was considerably limited by